Hello, this is Dr. Duggan, and I wanted to provide you with a brief overview of the Canvas site for EDU 621 because this site is arranged a little differently from how I normally organize my courses. So let's just take a quick look. Here's a link to the syllabus, a link to the infographic for the course. Always check your announcements. This link will take you to the welcome module, which will introduce you to the course. But this particular course is basically divided only into 7 components. Each of these is a separate component, and then there's a final one. So you can get from here to step 1 to step 2 and so on. Look at this as your overall calendar for the course. Now you have major assignments within this course, but you only have a few modules because this course is organized based on your assignments and what you are supposed to accomplish. So let's look at modules. You have a welcome module that you'll need to complete first. Again, it has links to a variety of items that you will find useful. You have to complete an icebreaker video. You need to meet with me before the first Friday of the semester, and then you have other items to complete. Notice that this module is due 8/27. And it is a prerequisite for several of your other modules, so you will not be able to view some of the other modules in their entirety until you have completed the welcome module. So I'm going to close this and get it out of the way. The next module here explains the 6-step model of curriculum development. What everyone is working on in this course is a program design. Some of you are designing academic programs. Some of you are designing workforce training programs. Some of you are designing employee training programs. And some of you are designing leadership training programs. Everyone is working on a different type of program, but we are all following the same 6-step module to design curriculum. This particular module explains in detail each of these steps, and you are expected to return to this module frequently this semester to review these steps and to complete tasks. You have library resources here and a reminder that this course is reading intensive, writing intensive, and research intensive. You will be spending time looking for peer-reviewed research. You are not to use Google Scholar. You are to use peer-reviewed research and the databases from LR. If you are not familiar with how to do this, it is your responsibility to contact Allison Etzel, our Asheville librarian, and set up a time to video chat with her. Alright, you have several major assignments in this course, and I want you to take a look at this module and how I set it up. I put your major assignments all in one module. You have a narrative literature review, which is due October 22nd. You'll have a program video presentation due November 12th. And you will have your final curriculum program that is due December 3rd. You have strategy meetings with each, and you have guidelines that explain how to do the assignment, and then you have your submit option. So it is up to you to review those. All right, step 1, you have to have completed the welcome in order to access this information. Notice there's an overview. It explains you're doing step 1. You have a choice of articles to read, a forum, strategy meeting, and so on. You do have a text for this course, and the text is any edition of the book, The World is Flat. And you need to begin reading that as soon as possible, because you will need to integrate the information from that book into your curriculum. You will need to basically have The World is Flat completed by September 17th. So you will want to begin that immediately. After step 1, there's step 2, and if you notice you can start that as soon as you finish step 1, but it needs to be finished by September 17th to keep you on task. To go to module 3, you'll have longer to work on module 3 or step 3, on to 4, 5, 6, and then your final, which is your tying things all together, which is by the end of the semester. So you will want to mark all of the calendar items in this course. You will need to make sure you keep up with every item. Make sure that you schedule your required strategy sessions with me, and feel free to schedule more. I will be more than happy to meet with you as often as you need, but this course requires that you set aside time every single week to work on it. So if in the past you've been able to kind of skimp and only work a little bit on the weekends, that's not going to do with this course. You really will need to be putting aside more than maybe an hour or 2 on the weekends. You're going to need to be putting aside much more time, because this is so research intensive and you have to do your own research for this course. Again, set up your meeting. We will discuss your program, and what we discuss in this first strategy meeting is what you will be working on for the entire semester, which is why it's so important that you meet with me as soon as possible. I look forward to helping you bring your programs through to completion, and I look forward to working with you this semester.